Hello, everybody. It's me once again. There won't be really a video today. This will be the video, and it's been weighing heavy on my heart. Um, I just been feeling it, like love for people who say, you know, this is their truth, or this is my truth, or you know, the type of excuse we come up with nowadays to say we all have our own selective truth when that's nothing but a lie. Like, the truth is what God said it is. And if we're not falling in line with what he says is true, then it's a lie. And that really comes from Satan, that we believe that we can all have our own truths. We can all have some kind of truth about our life that we like go along with, that no matter what anybody says or prove or show any truth about, we're going to just say what we say in this moment is right. And by all means, live your life. God put you on this earth for a certain reason, but if you're not going to follow what he says, you have the opportunity to live this life. This just to be the only one that you will live. And it saddens me because, like, when you really get connected to God, you see things from a different light. I don't know if it's from seeing it from God's vision or you just seeing from a different type of vision of things. And it's really saddening, bro. Like, the reason why this been put on my heart is just like, we've become so used to and accustomed to lying that it's just a part of our natural lives. Like, everything we do and say is a lie at times, but we can just say nowadays that it's my truth, and people just have to back off about it. Like, I mean, for instance, like, somebody might say, bro, cheating on your wife is not cool, and a dude can say, all men cheat, that's just my truth. That's not correct. That's wrong. That's not okay. Like, for instance, somebody who robs somebody else, maybe put a gun to their face to feed their family. Like, just because you put a gun in somebody else's face and stole from them to try to be good and feed your own family, you figure that that's your truth, that's good. That's not good. That's still wrong. And that's like a lot of ways we live nowadays, that what we accept to be right for our own standards of reasons that we come up with, for some reason we think we can run ourselves, bro. Like, it's like we can come up with the standards of life of how we should live, and we should all separately have our own morals and our own things, when realistically that doesn't work, because a murderer can say it's cool to murder, but that's not necessarily correct. We have to go to a source that is unbiased, that truly from the beginning of time has been for the well-being and for the good of us, and not just for us, but for the good of all. Just like a lot of people can say, bro, they're gay. Like, by all means, I love every person, but that's not the truth. Like, yes, you can practice those things, just like, and it's not in my place to judge you, because the same way as I could be a fornicator and a cheater to a high extent, you can just be gay, and you know what that means? Is we're both sinners. It don't put me in no higher level. It's no higher level of sin than what you're doing. It's my job as the Christian to call myself out, but also to call you out as well. And it's not out of a way that, like, I want to down you, or I want to just like tell you everything about your life since you've been living is wrong. It's just, it would be improper of me, and it would show that I really don't love you if I give you a hard truth. Just like a parent sometimes, like, bro, you might whoop your kid and they might hate you for whooping them, but it's a hard truth that you're trying to show them. Not everything can happen in your own way, because if it does happen in your own way, there is a consequence. Well, there is something's going to hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you teach someone not to be financially stable, financially sound as a parent, and they go and blow like an inheritance, or just blow any money they come into, blow a salary, and just start living in debt and have to come back home. Life whooped them. Life taught them a lesson, and that's really what I'm trying to preach about today. And just put it on people's hearts, bro, that our truths, the things that we say is true, it's not it. It's not it, bro. We have to all come into agreement that the sound judgment of God is the truth. And even still, it's like people people try to do like the love is love thing, because I've seen that a lot, and honestly, that's not the case, bro. You can't just determine what is love. And the reason why I say that is because you have to go back to the morals behind it. You have to go back to where does this come from. Like, you can feel a strong connection in the heart for someone, and that someone can be of the same sex. That someone could be a family member. That someone could be a pet. Like, you could feel a strong love and connection from someone into someone, and that is good, because what that is God showing you love for another person. We all have love for other people and for other things that comes from God. God is love. But what that means is that God sometimes has to put boundaries on what love is. It's like in the Bible, it's an abomination for someone to have sex with their sibling. It's an abomination for a father to have sex with his daughter-in-law, for a mother to have sex with her son-in-law. Those are abominations. Those are lines that God said are not to be crossed. Just as well as it's an abomination for us to have same-sex, relationships. Really, I can't talk too much on, what kind of feeling you can have to someone like that. I just have to say, like, bro, I'm a sinner, and you are a sinner by implication of living by that standard. That's the implication of you being a sinner as well. Like, of course, you may have done other sins, but that's a sin as well. And I'm not saying that like that's a big one. I'm just saying, bro, we're all sinners, and people point me out my sins, and I have to understand and deal with them. It's hard for me to deal with them, honestly. Like being a liar, you know, being self-centered, doing things like this, like morally, they're incorrect on some basis. Just like that, that's incorrect on God's standards. And as a Christian, I have to let you know that, and I also have to live by this standard as well. Like, I can't point you out on what you're doing, and behind closed doors, I'm doing dirt as well. Like, the only reason why I will bring any of this up is because it's been set on my heart, because I've started to change and develop more, and the view on life has changed. And because of that, I want to help others have a change in view and development on life as well. So I plan to make a couple of short videos about this, really just trying to open up my heart and show like what I really want. I don't want nobody to go to hell, bro. And sadly, we gonna end up there if we keep doing what we doing. But I'm really hoping that this hits you. I'm really hoping that you get a message out of it. And I hope you watch the short videos that I come out with. So I appreciate you. And let's try to live by God's standard, bro. Like, let's try to live by God's standard and submit ourselves to some authority for once in our lives. We nowadays, yeah, we have democracy, yeah, we have freedom, or the perceived version of that at least. But life is life is good with rules, bro. And we need that. And I'm not saying to cut off everything out of your life, but what I'm saying is if it does not align with what God says, it needs to be cut. So I say out of love, hope you get that message. See you.